1970, the year heavy riffs, gritty Hammond organs, and FM rock ruled the airwaves. Certain artists had exactly one moment in the spotlight, one shot that echoed long after. Here are the 10 one-hit wonders from 1970 that still deserve a spin. Number 10, Love Grows, Where My Rosemary Goes by Edison Lighthouse. A spare afternoon session at Morgan Studios set the course for this hit, with session singer Tony Burrows brought in at the last minute to handle lead vocals. Producer Tony McCauley encouraged a fast, almost carefree approach to the take, resulting in an unabashedly bright pop sound. The sparkling tambourine part, performed with an ordinary schoolyard instrument, gave the song a buoyant lift that other acts were scrambling to imitate. Shooting up to number 5 on the charts in 1970, the tune charmed radio playlists across the UK and the US, regularly playing during weekend car washes and summer picnics. This would be the only time Burrows, credited under this group's name, would climb that high on the charts. The effortless vibe captured in that one afternoon proved that, even as rock was growing heavier, a simple melodic hook could still catch an entire year's attention. Number 9, Are You Ready? By Pacific Gas and Electric. Studio engineer Stan Ross worked quickly at Gold Star Studios, keeping the initial rhythm track loose to capture the group's gritty blues rock edge. A gospel-inspired backing vocal section, performed by several engineers and friends drafted from the hallway, turned into an unexpected highlight, lending the record its revival feel. By the time the song pushed its way to number 14 on the charts that year, it was as familiar to FM radio listeners as any major rock act. While the driving groove found loyal fans, this proved to be the ensemble's singular success in the top 40. At a moment when genres were crossing over and regional sounds could suddenly compete nationwide, the track stood as one of the last big blues rock anthems to make such a broad impact during the changing tides of the early 1970s. Number 8, House of the Rising Sun by Frigid Pink. Cut in Detroit, Gary Ray Thompson doubled guitar parts using fuzz pedals borrowed from a neighboring studio, accidentally creating a buzzing proto-metal texture that set this version apart from previous renditions. The pounding drum pattern, laid down in a single take, gave the tune its relentless stomp. In 1970, the single shot to number 7 on the charts, immediately catching the ears of rock fans hungry for something heavier on the radio. They call the rising sun. After this peak, the band faded from radio entirely, never matching this success again. With its raw energy, the track wound up blasting from garage speakers and high school dances, hinting at the hard rock direction that many groups would pursue in the coming years. This was the first major charting hard rock cover of a folk standard to break big that year. Number 7, Tighter Tighter by Alive and Kickin'. Frontman Pepe Cardona arrived at Bell Sound Studios for what was supposed to be a routine tracking session, but the explosive chorus changed the trajectory. Producer Tommy James suggested layering claps over the second verse, creating an unexpected burst of energy that has since been imitated by countless pop acts. The single surged to number 7 on the charts in 1970, instantly becoming a go-to song at summer parties, where friends would crowd the dance floor. Despite the crowd response, Cardona and his group never returned to the top 40. The song's blend of blue-eyed soul and bright rock captured the persistent optimism of the year, proving that strong melodies and a bit of spontaneous clapping could etch a track into the collective memory, even if just for one summer. Number 6. The Rapper by the Jaggers. Keyboardist Donnie Iris penned lyrics during downtime in the tour van, scribbling lines on napkins before bringing them straight into the studio. The group relied on a tape loop for the main groove, a rarity for the era, which created a rolling, hypnotic foundation that caught even the engineers off guard. Propelled to number 2 on the charts in 1970, this single gave the band a national audience almost overnight. This marked the group's only appearance in the top 40. With its unique groove, the tune became a minor sensation at record stores, where teenagers queued it up on listening stations. For a brief moment, a local Pittsburgh outfit shaped the direction of pop rock, and future waves of rhythmic radio hits owe something to that session's restless inventiveness. We're halfway through, and these one-hit wonders are already bringing back memories. Which of these songs takes you right back? A concert, a summer road trip, or just cruising with rock radio cranked up? And here's the question. Do you think any of these artists deserved a second hit? Or is there something special about burning bright just once? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We want to know which one-hit wonder from 1970 hit the hardest for you. Number 5. Montego Bay by Bobby Bloom.
Come sing me Montego Bay.
A chance trip to the Caribbean inspired producer Jeff Berry to add island percussion and chirping background vocals directly in the New York studio. Bloom whistled the melody between takes using a borrowed harmonica, giving the record its sunny interlude. Bursting onto the charts, the song hit number 8 in 1970 and filled AM radios with vacation vibes that autumn. This single became Bloom's sole brush with national fame.
Meet me when the boat lands.
For many, the track remains linked to open windows and warm breezes, often popping up on retro summer playlists. It was one of the few major pop releases that year to blend reggae rhythms into a mainstream framework.
And keys to the MG will be in his hand.
A Caribbean crossover that laid groundwork for what would follow in the decade.
It's all
Number 4. Vehicle by the Ides of March. Rhythm guitarist Ray Herr recorded his part with the band's battered amplifier, resulting in a punchy, slightly distorted tone that cut through the brass section. The horn arrangements, written in hotel rooms during a Midwest tour, gave the single its signature blaring hook, driving it to number 2 on the charts in 1970. Despite its radio strength, the group never returned to the top 40 after this breakout. The record filled the air during pep rallies, garage parties, and passing car stereos. It was the sound of a gritty new take on horn-driven rock. As the first heavy rock track that year to balance brass with fuzz-tone guitar, its unique blend inspired countless high school bands to add a trumpet to their lineup. Number 3. Ride Captain Ride by Blues Image. Guitarist Mike Panera tracked the distinctive intro riff laid at Criteria Studios, using acoustic strings dampened with a hand towel for extra snap. Percussionist Joe Lala layered in conga fills that lent the tune its breezy, almost nautical sway. Hitting number 4 on the charts in 1970, the record quickly became a staple at basement parties, where fans sang along to the chorus with makeshift microphones. The band would never chart again. It was an era where rock acts rarely experimented so freely with Latin rhythms, and this one-off hit paved the way for others to stretch instruments and genres in radio-friendly ways.
Nobody heard them calling. No one came out.
Number 2. Mississippi Queen by Mountain.
Mississippi Queen, if you know what I mean.
Drummer Corky Laying tuned his snare unusually tight during recording, giving the cut its explosive, sharp attack. An improvised cowbell overdub, added at the insistence of producer Felix Pappalardi, would cement the song's reputation and fuel decades of future rock jokes. Reaching number 21 on the charts in 1970, the track thundered its way onto classic rock playlists and became a benchmark for hard rock intensity.
Gonna be everything. Way down around Big
Despite the massive impact, this marked the group's only journey into the mainstream charts. For years, the slashing riff echoed through rehearsal rooms and rock bars, solidifying the rawness that would be embraced by heavier genres. This was the first heavy riff-driven hit to combine Southern themes with proto-metal fire that year. Number 1, All Right Now by Free. Bass player Andy Fraser hammered out the main groove during a spontaneous post-show jam at Durham University's Student Union, with the rest of the group fleshing it out on the spot.
She stood in the street.
Engineer Roy Thomas Baker prioritized a raw, live-in-the-room sound, microphones set to catch the natural spill, and a hint of crowd noise in the solo.
Smiling from my head to her feet.
Soaring to number 4 on the charts in 1970, the track became a fixture at arena rock concerts where lighters swayed and fans belted every lyric.
I said, hey, what's your name, baby?
Despite this surge, the band never returned to the top 40. This was the last major British hard rock single to crack the American top 5 before the landscape shifted with the next wave of classic rock giants.